The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home, and the crowd loves to fight on with supporting the USC Trojans. The Trojans will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you had all day to stew on it, get excited, and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dialing up a second down pass play.
This offense may want to take note of where this guy is lining up because he's got 2 sacks now in the first 2 plays of the game. He's wrecking this thing before it's even getting underway.
The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be brought down. The Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at quarterback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
At the 35, he's got room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quickly to the tight end. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third down coming up after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for 6. Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Ducks line up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Off play action. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
At the 35, he's open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on second down. The give out of the gun. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score USC 21.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The throw. Got his man on the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. It's on target and complete.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That is the score. USA 28.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Trying to get to it. Got enough space. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds us back in the middle. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. Back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tripped up for the tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
Timeout, Oregon.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball to him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That's the end of the first half. With the score,
The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half.
Oregon 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return.
Returner brings it out to the 22. And your USC Trojans.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Keeps looking downfield. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Melton. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score USC 56.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to the counter play. Able to get one down to the 15.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know.
To the ground with the back.
They're trailing by just 4 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his tight end. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Steps away. He's looking on the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just... Drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Second down.
On the last play, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man by himself. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. You could break this down a lot of ways, but on that play, the quarterback just believed his guy was better than the defense.
And he was really right. And anytime you get pressed man with that corner on the outside is all the way up on the line of scrimmage, trying to get hands on that wide receiver. If I win right away, oh, man, you can make a big play on the outside, and he makes a big play for his quarterback.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Got room at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Ducks are moving quick. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And offensively, that is not ideal. That is not what you want. But you know what? Now you got a little bit more space. It's harder the closer you get in tight to the end zone. So now you got a little bit more space. Maybe you can make those throws out on the outside, spread them out a little bit, and throw the football.
And tackled there by the defense.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention to practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the
and the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. three. An electric run has them set up.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. You have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot. Third down, if people are covered, what can you do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks... work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistent.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going up top on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. It's complete. The expressway is wide open. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, Nothing to see here. Just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead.